obia nane nani nko community watch fa wo ha wo dadwen fa kɔ hɔ na yenim sɛ wo de kɔ hɔ a ba bia wo pɛ sɛ wasebuduru bia na ebeduru hɔ me wo gidi wo mu sɛ community watch dwumadi a yedi ebeduru o mampani anim na ebeduru ba bia nti obia nane nani ɛmfa nasɛm ɛnkɔdan wɔ
ɛyɛ fine pa ti me kan fa ma sɛ obia wo TV wo fie de edu ya wada anwumre 8:30 tena wo TV Metro TV ho na hwɛ community watch ɛyɛ fine pa program ne yɛ kama.
This week on Community Watch, we are on a 4-hour journey to Ntomem, a rural community of Kwahu in the eastern region, from Metro TV's office complex at North Ridge in Accra, through Nsawem, Suhum, Osino, and Nkoko, through large green fields, valleys and hills. We arrive on the mountainous town of Kwahu. Our host, executives of the Kwahu Alliance for Development, who invited the Community Watch crew, are on hand to welcome us. The Kwahu state is noted for trading, tourism, and hiking, amongst others. The area is also the most preferred destination for Easter celebrations for most Ghanaians. On this occasion, though, we are moving further into the deep rural settlements of Bipong in the Kwahu South municipality, whose inhabitants are predominantly farmers. At the outskirts of the area, we are asked to make all necessary calls because of very poor telecommunication network.
If any one of your team, if you wanted to make a call, can you do it right now before you get there? As soon as you get there, nobody can even reach you, or you cannot also reach anyone.
I am challenged. Let's start with a demonstration, and I'm inviting Rosemary to come so we know if it would go through or otherwise. Let's see if it goes through at this point. Obviously, I can see that I have network. So I'm calling Rosemary. I don't know if you see her name on my phone. Let's see if it goes through. Oh, so it's going.
And subscribe at 65 pesos for 30 days.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, so you could hear Rosemary replying to my hello. Rosemary, I know you are standing just next to me, but this is an indication that you could hear me and that my call has successfully gone through.
That's very true.
Okay, so thank you very much, Rosemary.
We are in Ntomem, a breadbasket for the Kwahu traditional area, the capital city Accra, and Ghana at large. Timber and cash crops like cocoa, coffee, yam, amongst others, and Ghana foreign exchange through export.
Here is Bipong in Ntomem and the Kwahu South. This is where we have all our resources within Kwahu. We have about 21 communities within Kwahu. Here is where we get our cocoa, timber, coffee, cashew, crops like plantain, banana, cocoa, everything.
Ntomem woni ama papa na firi kure so ba. Ye ka pa wo kuro we mu a. Ye nya cocoa firi mu. Ye nya ntorwa bebre ba Ghana lockdown ba ya. Na manfo e to didi nyina fi Ntomem ha na fi ba. A wo na de sa na ma nyina be supply Ghana man.
Me pa cha kwadu pa Kwahu ha. Ntomem na di kan. Ye wo kwadu ankasa. Ye twa.
It is a market day in Ntomem, and the day's trading is almost over. Traders come here from over a dozen nearby villages. Ntomem is a poor community. Roads leading to the village and connecting settlements are deplorable.
mothers and our fathers are dying here. Even there's no car living here, no drivers are living here. In case if an emergency, we have a cheap compound here. We don't have any nurse, any doctor or any physician assistant.
Ene ya jimu tata se mo abesra ye wo Ntomem mu dwem. Ntomem mu program aye woni say ye kwan enye. Ntomem nso ye ekuro bia duani woso nkranfo kuro mani nyina kuro we uba duani woso papa wo kwa mam papa enso se mo ntimi anya kwan no mama omo ye niama na tofo mba embeto ma omo enti omo be ye den ansana se esa duru 4 years na ya betu abama no enti ye srama mpani se ne mo aba ha se mo aba bi saye ye numa asemu yi ombe tiesie kwan no ma ye ombe ma network mbra ha oma ye light oma ye nsuo wa ha na dwadi fo mbra dwa we mu edwa we be ye kasie ama onu ankasa be hu se aha kwa umam Ntomem mu dwa no aye kasie aduane wa ha ankasa kasa omu yefo wa ha na wamboa kwa ofo a yes aye ntimi nya hwe de yesre no enani 2 weeks aye badwa se nyanya me na ye yadom a enkatima ka twifa ka no so ekun ye nyina enam ekwan na enye papa nti ekwan ne ye tomo ekwan ya chese emumie eno so so ya kan kire mo mpani asre na se ne ma bebre ne fi haba anka wo mahwe no nya maye se nyanya me ne yadom ka ka twifa asukun ye yakwa timafo ne ho asem a omo se wakwaje enwuma firi aban mu enti wo kwan se wo ye n'adwuma enti ama ekroma na ye na mokwan so omo nwene ye ho
akobese mfie duasankore ne ho betwa so man ye bre papa nanso ye Kwahu ha firi Kwahu nyinara aha ene ye nya bibia firi minyi ba ko firi mu bibia ohia bia Ntomem ha obenya bi ne ye konkran kora de mintimi nka nanso hwe kwan ye nam so ka yi bitimi di nansa ne hye wirem kise obopa ane atwe afiri ba bia ekohye ye ho enso da bia yetua council fee this district Kwahu South wona dada yan ache nti ye sraban se yenim se wono de Kwahufo de wo boa yen e wo kwan bi so o mamode no twa nani na o mehwe ye kwan yen mayen na ye bre.
The traders are compelled to sell off their products for cheap or watch them go waste. I have a group of elderly persons next to me that I'm about to engage with. They've been staying or transacting business in Ntomem for several years, if not decades. So they will take a retrospective look or assessment of how developmental challenges have been addressed over the past. Let me get to them so we hear their concerns or their experiences as they share them with us. Akwaba, anamu mona umbeba mi akwaba. Yo, so they are welcoming us here to Ntomem. Bibia boko wo ha.
Bibia nye boko sa. Akire se ye lore kwan nye. Ye lore kwan nye. Mmiri bebre ni. So ofiri ha no mo kofie na se wo yare a. Ka ntinu. Anhwe ye bedu atibia hospital no ayare bia kan. Nti anu no nyina ya de a hae nti se government so obebo ayen ya yanso so ye gina opinti won Ntomem ha no ese ye bebo anu se do no so betimi abo aye.
How many years have you been staying in Ntomem?
Me wa baba me ya baba wa na me wa ha nti ha na me start bon no 4 nti fidri do de e bebro afi duawo twe chacha me wona na no nini gba na minta maka nyeji wo be Tomlem bia shi wo ye ko em ye bia ni wo ye koko duane ye beba ni ye bre afesu sukunu ye ma ye wo ho no asa ya mankwada no iso to a na mu na mu e basku wa ha wi abo a na mu na mu enframa de ben na ha ye enuti na ye se ye de betum onim ye sremo na mu mra na mu be hwe school no emma school no kwa titiri na ho hia me je se nkwada no a wo na mo wiam nsuom a wo mo di ba enframa ebi abaye ni super da kro na wo mo ba school a wo mo kon adua frama na akwada wo di mlika na odi dua ko hwe aye ama wo wu ama eyesa wo mo nyina bato ma school ha na ha me nti mi se mebo mo amane na mo mo de ana se mo be hwe ye e wo kura ho ko.
What now had to say 80 years?
Have you witnessed an improvement in your plight in the past 80 years that you've been staying in Kwahu?
Shisabia. Afibia, way back was in Maya, one. Way back was in Maya, on one, Yatim. And my Yamana, Yabasa. Yadi bad your master over Bacrana, Diachi. Now, Tophone, I've thought one more Kakrana. Just a being free baby. And Ma, sir, Bipon Haya. Now, move free back, almost by now, but Tokwa. I just asked son. Sanya City, Tia, Yabefruka, the Yan Bobo Yada Samaya, Yabana say, Yabachi Becaju. Yabiani, Yanyama, Babana, Nakaju, and Oka a higher.
Does the situation affect the demand for or price of your farm produce?
Ebia se nipa amba bebria ebia se wonto no 10 cedi na wa ton no 2 cedi etaasi ebia se wonto no aboarding because ebia wodie no eye pa but na nipa amba no na wa reduce ana
enso ne to akwan ne nye enti nipa do ma do beton se 10 cedi no beton 5 cedi 5 cedi na de kita 150 slab ban so omoe ya ha Ntomem bibie ni ho a ye obepon akura se bibie ni ho a ye ni bi ya wo coffee ya wo koko ya waka ya wo paya ade ben bibie ni ho banchi bibia ya de boa eboa oman ti aba moe pa ne ntimi nye kwan no
enoma ebadwa so no esan se kwan ne nyenti adwa won weto no man on fa na dufudie fo bi se ode ade na badwa so ya nto a pro atofo e chan kwan nti no ono so o ma ene wa beka obi o se bi wo kunu oba na nansa ne ka beka kwan mu a o ma ha biem nti obi a ku ne so de ade na badwa so a aha na de ansa se woton kura na woton e bi se wan ton a sei nti ye sraban onyamayen na ye bre.
But why is your car overloaded such that a passenger was even seated on the bonnet?
Ekwan no enye no. Sese ya passenger nan kasa kura no. Ono obi kura fo so obetan bi se car ne di ni gya ho pa waka ho. Wonya ka ma. Jisa na de echi. Se ne eye dwadai na hu car na dodo sa. Efiri wo chine kon. Se 3 hours na car ba kokura ma. So suro se oba obeka. Ofa hweye kwan. Se what car about 230 million. Who the befasa kwan we so. Ti ye dada ya. Nyame na boy ho ban.
In nearby Adahuma, the construction of a bridge halted 11 years ago has since been abandoned. All traders use this makeshift wood bridge, putting themselves at risk.
Actually, where we are now is Kwahu Bipon under Adanguma, one of the villages under Bipon called Adanguma. Okay. This is the metal bridge which was constructed somewhere 2012 thereabouts. We have been asking a lot of questions and nobody is giving us the proper answer how this bridge can be fixed.
2012, yeah. 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 9 good years. It's been abandoned for the past 9 years. Who started the project?
That was the late president. He says the Atamils. President
Atamils. Oh, so it was really thoughtful of our late former president to have located or to have thought of bringing about this laudable initiative. But since his demise, then nothing has been done about it. What have you done? Have you made any follow-up?
Yes. I personally have spoken to the DCE, previous DCE, now MMC, about this bridge. He couldn't make any document on this contract, so he's working on it. But it's about getting to 1 year now. Nothing has been done.
I see. So how is the absence of a permanent bridge then affecting livelihoods here?
Okay, thank you once again. I think there's a lot of villages like Adanguma, Ashrisu, Ejumasu, Subin. There are a lot of villages over there. And because the bridge has not been fixed, they are facing a lot of challenges. Sometimes it is the contractors who are in charge about the timbers who have been done this one for us. And nothing has been done about this bridge. And this is a modern metal bridge. Yeah, and because there are a lot of food and cocoa and other crops used to come from that village. That's why they choose to fix this bridge for the town Bepong. And there's another village called Adangoma. We have pushed and asked the MC. The MC in charge currently is Emmanuel Ata Ofori Senior. He is in charge. We have been pushed, asking a lot of questions. He said he couldn't read any document about what my chairman just said earlier. So we are pleading with the president to come and help up how we can even fix the bridge.
The bad nature of roads affects prompt access to health care. Portia, a mother of two, narrates how her first child was nearly killed by a timber truck. She tells me about another ordeal she went through before being delivered of her second child due to the bad nature of the roads.
Awa kame abobo yamu na yede meto ye me kwati bie ati before be say adan matna wa na me so e dependi akwala ne tamo wode beba e na abehwe so de ayede e de aba honom menya ka e na me de aba abobo ya na me damu wa ya se ba we wo sa empai bom na ma woni sa ba anim ne salinka doctor bi wa ha na se ka wa nse ya e ke ho na me wo ye abobo ya mu na metemba wutu ni mienu nyina abobo ya enani tidese ka de nyame kwa katima ka ekumi ba o kromu hanse omu ba omu ntu omu bokura ne chese wo anya botre timaka no omu ntu omu bo ne wanya botre kwaso wo ba ni mupo oduru wa Amerika dende de kwan nya me ba yesu no so akoto nsuo se de na kura ni di Amerika ne nya krofo ni so no mu a e ka oni timaka ni kohia omu bo omu ntu omu bo so maduru krom etu omu kwa kakra ka Amerika se hwim ogunu wa kra aframa ba bi aframa be bo wato ni nya easy.
This struggling community is also plighted with another challenge, the absence of electricity. During former President John Agyekum Kufuor's regime, 39 electricity poles were brought to Ntomem as part of a rural electrification project. 13 years since President Kufuor left office, the poles remain unused. The project was abandoned.
This electric pole has been here for about 13 years now, and we are still in the dark. Our people are not getting electricity, especially the students. After 6 o'clock, they have to go to bed. Meanwhile, they are going to write the same exams with those in Accra, those in Kumasi. How can that be possible? So we are always here helplessly, because these electric poles, all those the former MPs, the current minister now has been here. President himself has visited this place. We've petitioned the president. We've petitioned all those people who are in authority to assist us on this electricity issue, but nothing is going on.
Who brought them?
They brought it President Kufuor's era. They brought it for 13 years now, and it has been here. They've just built a house for it, roof it, leave it as it is. But our people are still in the dark. You see, the serious problem here is that this electricity here, always they may attempt to take it from this place. That means they don't have any intention to help this community with the electricity.
Who attempt taking them from here?
Okay, DC, the former DC and the new one. They always want to take these electric poles to different community. Meanwhile, we are here crying for electricity, but we are not getting it. Yeah. You see, if you live in this area without electricity, like we stay here up to 7 o'clock, you see what people here are going through. It's very painful. This town here is very big. If you go to the other side, you see the pond in Ntomem here is not a small town. But why is it that those areas called Chua and those areas are having electricity? But Chua is like, if you divide this town into 5, Chua will get 1. But Chua is enjoying electricity, whilst Ntomem are still in the dark. It's very painful. We need an assistance from the government. Even though we've petitioned Energy Ministry have visited this place. I came with them. They have seen this place. They told us they are going, we will hear from them. Since then, nothing is going on.
It's been about 3 hours since we arrived in Ntomem, and we are unable to make a phone call or connect to the internet. Mobile or internet connectivity seems to be unavailable here.
Just before we came over here, we were demonstrating to you how easy it was to call someone. I called Rosemary. She's here with me. But Yes, true to the words of the public relations officer for Kwahu Alliance for Development, our network is off such that we are unable to call anyone else. Rosie, how has it been for you? Do you also have network?
Currently, I don't have network at all. I mean, I've been trying to access my WhatsApp, but it's not going through. I'm not able to also make any phone calls either.
Well, there is actually only one spot in this town that offers some connectivity. The leaders of the Kwahu Alliance for Development escorted us to what is known here as a call center. The call center is open to all, from the ordinary indigent to the Queen Mother of Ntomem. The Ntomem call center occupies a spot under a tree where you wait your turn to use the mobile phone there. But for residents who have their own phones, all they need to do is to secure a good spot near the call center for good connection to make a call. But that sometimes requires some ingenuity, like climbing a tree just to make a phone call.
Normally, Obaha, you be one say the padomana, and what say ya, almost course no, and I'm network unity. And I feel so, dear Janasi, Obo Abano Penitama, and network no Afrudiano. Now I question Adriano, so now I day. Now I had a call, where you are no idea, no way see form. Casa could our own person be better cry. Now, okay, we secret call. Now, Obi Swati, not the call. Until as I am fine, Ninya network and I day, Emano. Until here, more pass my baby, and that's I deal with you to the extra.
Not working near. We are the cry. What me and Froby. So that them, that's a baby here, so who cry. Not work or however, no be a wow. A bin here. No saying ya for poor baby. So no be cry secret as someone ya for poor baby farco. I want you be our con as some say and for ye. Yes, that's not my so more yam wapa.
It's secret.
Yeah,
it's secret.
No baby won't come up be self to be an answer munina. Bet me, I catch you be. Be an no baby of foot to be as of the man so. It is swear I be or a senior son, a swear baby. Won't me can't share.
Next to the call center is the only basic school in Ntomem. Makeshift wooden structures serve as classrooms, exposing the pupils to unfavorable weather conditions. A classroom block under construction has for years now been abandoned. Very small, teachers no longer accept postings to Ntomem, and for some time now, the teachers' bungalow has been abandoned and is believed to be occupied by bats. We wrap up our trip in the cocoa and coffee farm of Openyin Emmanuel Ntiamwa. Cocoa is Ghana's #1 cash crop, cultivated by a majority of the farmers in Ntomem and neighboring communities. Openyin says they could produce more crops and employ many of the young folk in the area, but the bad roads and high cost of production hampered their resolve.
Last year, 2020, Minamina, the best cocoa farmer of Kwahu South Municipality, ase. Say a bagana pa dia, Mitimaka say, Kwahu South, a boy homo de pa wo cocoa quedumum. If you say, Kwahu South, I won't to me. He sent to me your boy home on the pa. He's sending a namedy canno. Dear Timu cry a fababy. Me uncle San Cramuku, a mamma Kumako, a Brianai. Ah, dear Menotti, Bissau Machi. I say, a young marine and a Yokoa, Bimus was Buho. Bissau will be so, and Crackwa for will be a hunter. I could no hold on, be brilliant. Your boy home on the pa, I will close out. I won't to me, Mohana. Your boy home on the power cocoa, good man, pa.
And Kakuku need the home for swapa. Na Essan baby, I share. Any yakwanya and yenti, a my time maybe this a cuckoo be do fino, not a cacasia ababedaho. Senka yakwana ya, cuckoo a car foul bit me to see beer 300 cities no. And Kakwana ya, obey to see beer 150 cities. Ofa opani de ni fee, krum edene baha. Ubetuya 6 cities in, 6 cities out, that is 12 cities. Until offer about 4-5, uka already omunyanya juman krano or the 60 Ghana. Senya Sanya Manadia, Kuku Nadian Kahon Fasopa. Until yesterday, no Fuato. Send your Kwahu Kwahu South district ha biponfo ye boy ho modern e wo ku adwuma mu no nye koko we nko an wo ha minuen di e wo ha ebinom ka ho bebre esesen kaban no otwa nani ba behwe no ye yakwan man se be ya e be hye nkunan ene mabu na e ba no so nkunan am yetimi aye adwuma ni ye.
Thank you very much. Nana, your last words.
My last word I make and I say ye besre aban ne say akuafo ye bre papa we say wo hwe aduru ya da ho ya uko marketer ba ku 50 cedis.
Please bring it to him.
The friend akate star ba ku 50 cedis. Me koko no every month bia no me bosso aduru se na be ya moa enha me na me bo a tambia me bo ni nyina me bo be wie no na ma to aduru ma ko 5 into the multiply by 50 no just 2.5 ansana ni obebo aduro no so be maniska ansana wo ma beko sensu ama de odebebo spray na egusu no so ansana wasa de na afroka aba se na minu panikan no ansana wasa amaniska nti mesre se aban ni ntwere ni mehwe ntwere ni mehwe ne se ko be man sika kese na anka yen so dia awuro ye ko adwuma ni mu na ebra no ye tikuku na nka wo motete kakra saade no yaka ho asem so yaka aban no emfa na adwen emaye nti yesese enam se adwuma no edinti no omo iska ayi betumi de wura eku adwuma koko ya mekan omoda ahoma ba ko bi a omode 100 cedis nti 40 acres no 4000 Ghana cedis every 3 months bi so so don every 3 months bi so don ti se me do ho afimu ni na 3 times a 4,000 times 14 just in this capital 12,000 and son wait ma do ho nyina awie nti ye bestre abana se omwa yen e wo sika fam omfa sika ma yen emfa nse eko adwuma no na omwa yen masam kakra mpese beka no.
My last question is say ye ba beto mo koko no se wo hwa rate a ye to every munchen no se wo hwa favorable ye
yo koko bo no de enye kura because e hwe obra wo koko adwuma no ho no a enye kura se ne abana to koko na enye kura nti say 660 per bag no mo carry 65 kilos 65 kilos 660 sada omode man enye kura if say adwuma obra wo koko adwuma no ho no enya se ne minu apanikan no last week ayeba ne ekura nipa mako 10 ana ye no mba afumu a obema obiska odebeto de na di anopa obawia obeno aduane ama no ansa na opon so a amo nipa ba ko bi 50 cedis nti ansa na obefiri hakono na eka obo no afu no na nya kaketwa nti ebo na nkasa de enye
nti se ohwa ehfa na sei ye de beto a ebe boa mo
me susi se odema 1000 cedis a anka mepe me de nka be boa me pa o ma me 165 kilos o ma me 1000 cedis a nka be boa me na se nka be boa ye.
As we prepare to live in Ntomem for Accra, one wonders how a community with all these rich resources and immense contribution to the development of other communities would for centuries be in abject poverty. In desperation, PO0R rushed to us to deliver a verbal letter to the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, with whom they have a social contract.
Me srawa hombrase mo buoni ani de kwanso Ntomem na oba ya na mo anketenkete bi keka wo no me pa chew me sraw me wani ada no wani ene wo nkrofo nya adwen na mo mehwe ye kwan na maye na mo maye light so na ye bre apemfo no se duru aboso me nwadwuma nsuo tota ye nya kan fo mo nko ye kwadu ye nto ye kafe ye nto me sraw da sebre me wani na mehwe ha me da wase.
Hopefully, on our next visit, we will be briefed that the bad roads, deplorable school, lack of electricity, potable water and network, and challenges associated with farming have become things of the past. A stitch in time saves 9. To highlight your community's challenges or any positive developmental initiative on Community Watch, call 0241 431035.